What it do, everyone? What's he scenes? How you going? This is another Car Talks with Jan, and I want to talk about my experience yesterday. I had a minor leg surgery, outpatient surgery yesterday, and it didn't hurt through the process of getting the surgery done. Like when he numbed it, it felt uncomfortable, but then towards the night, my legs started to really throb in pain. And I just want to reflect on how you can apply the remedies or the coping mechanisms that you use when you're experiencing physical pain with how you're experiencing emotional or mental or spiritual pain. For example, when the doctor was numbing my leg, and he prepped me by telling me that you're gonna feel like a slightly burning, tingling sensation. And so my mind was set on, okay, I'm about to feel some discomfort. And initially when you don't know that you're gonna feel something uncomfortable or something painful, you may jolt, you may move your body. And I knew don't do that. But in the midst of that discomfort that was going on for about a minute, maybe a minute and a half, I chose to work on my breathing. So instead of just focusing on the pain, I focused on inhale deeply, exhale deeply, inhale deeply, exhale deeply. And you can apply that same strategy when you're going through emotional pain or mental pain or spiritual pain, finding the time to count your breaths. Because when you're in fight or flight mode, or when you're hyped up, your breathing actually shortens and becomes very weakened. You're not really getting enough oxygen to your brain. And I'm not a medical student, so if I'm wrong, correct me. But I have heard in discussions about anger is that our breathing is very shallow. And so when you take those deep breaths, you're able to give yourself a moment to gather yourself and to kind of like remove the focus from the stimuli, so to speak. And that's actually what helped me to get through that numbing part of the procedure. Taking in those deep breaths, I stopped thinking about, my leg. Like every time I felt like a more difficult tingle, I increased in inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. But then later, after the surgery, hours after the surgery, I started to really feel a throbbing sensation. And I could have probably taken like ibuprofen or something like that, but it wasn't that painful that I couldn't take, that I felt like I needed to take ibuprofen. I felt like it was just once again, a very uncomfortable feeling. And it just dawned on me how I'm choosing not to medicate. I'm choosing not to find a way to alleviate completely this pain, but instead I am pushing through it because I know that it is a part of the healing process. I had the surgery, they removed the lesion, the numbing probably has worn off, and so now my body is kicking into healing mode, which involves gonna be some soreness, gonna be some stretching of the skin, so to speak. Like my body is about to really start healing, and knowing that pain is a part of the process helped me to refocus my thinking. I became more positive. Instead of crying and complaining, I acknowledge, okay, I'm in some type of pain. Where is this pain coming from? Okay, found out where the pain is coming from. Why is this pain causing me pain? Like why is this stimuli causing me, or the stimulus causing me discomfort? Once I figured out the reasons why, I created a strategy of how I'm going to tackle it. How am I going to get through it? And so I got a pillow and I said, okay, my leg feels a bit at ease when it's elevated, and so I'm going to sit still and I'm going to rest. And so you can apply that same strategy when you're going through emotional or mental or spiritual pain. Start to ask yourself questions. What am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this right now? What in this moment is going to grant me the ability to get through this pain, and then start changing your thought process. When you start adding on negative energy to your pain, that doesn't help you get through it. Unless you're someone who can take negativity, negative emotion, negative energy, and turn it into a positive fuel, then so be it. But most of the time, we're not wired that way. We can't take pain and then add negativity to it and still push through. It just doesn't work that way. So what we have to do is we have to start changing our thought process, changing the way that we are seeing this situation in order to really, push through it or whatever. But that was just my thought about how I channeled through my physical pain in order to, be able to sleep better last night. And it dawned on me that the same strategies, the same coping mechanisms we can use for, when we're in when we're experiencing non-tangible pain. Because honestly, I take that back, because any pain is tangible. If it's mental, it's causing your body to react in some type of way. If it's emotional, it's causing your body to react in some type of way. If it's spiritual, it's causing your body to react in some type of way. And so ultimately, I hope that these examples that I've given as far as how I handled my physical pain and how I'm trying to correlate it with how you can handle it with your mental or physical, I hope that this helps. Drop some suggestions in the comments if you can relate to your own testimony, your own experience of how you would manage, physical pain and emotional and mental and spiritual pain. Collectively, we are a community, and we are here to help each other to heal and grow. And I wish you the best on your healing, self-development journey. Have a good day. I've reached my destination. Thanks for tuning in to Car Talks with Yans.